Tejidotcom.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Tejidotcom here. Welcome back to another video. And today, we're going to be talking about the Demon Slayer movie, Mugen Train. Before we get into it, if you're new to my channel and you're messing with Demon Slayer, make sure you hit the subscribe button, bang notification bell for your favorite anime content. So before we even get into the nitty-gritty of the whole movie, straight off the bat, I just want to say that this movie surpassed my expectations. Not that I'm saying that I had low expectations, but in terms of content, storytelling, animation, this was a phenomenal film. And I just want to give a shout out to the studio, but they did a phenomenal job with this. And we're gonna get into the nitty gritty. Let's do it. So, I decided to watch the film in dub. Now, mind you, I watched the first season of the anime in sub. Everything was in sub. I had an opportunity to watch it in dub, and I heard Tanjiro's voice for like 1 second, and I almost threw up, basically. It just didn't match. For me, at the time, it did not match whatsoever. Hearing Tanjiro's voice, everyone else's, Inosuke, all the Hashiras, every other character basically was fine in dub. But hearing Tanjiro's voice compared to the sub version, it was just very different. And I was like, I don't really know if I want to see this in dub. But then I thought to myself, I'm going to the movies. I want to be relaxing. I want to be chilling. Do I really want to go to the movie and try to read the subtitles as I'm watching the movie? Because I think what people have to understand is that when you're at home and you're watching on your phone or you're watching on your laptop, it's so much easier to see what's going on as well as read, because you don't have to look. Your visual perception is not as spaced out. The words are right there. You can essentially see what's going on behind the words as they're happening. However, when you're at a movie theater, that's a big screen, right? It's a really big screen. And so you have the subtitles at the bottom, and I'm not sure exactly how it played out, but I'm assuming the subtitles are the same, formatted the same as they would be if you were to watch it on your laptop or on your phone. So based on that logic, I was like, okay, I'm looking at a big screen. If I'm looking up and I have to keep looking up and down, up and down, up and down, I don't know if I'm gonna enjoy the experience. So I decided to go with the dub so I could try and enjoy the experience as much as possible. And first thoughts based off the dub blew me away. To be quite honest, the dub is actually pretty good. Tanjiro's voice it took me a minute to get used to the way that he sounded, but for the rest of the film, there was nothing off-putting about the way he spoke. But overall, I give the dub a 9 out of 10, close to a 10 out of 10. It was really good. For the other characters, Inosuke was just as annoying as he is, maybe even more annoying in dub, but that's just me. And also Zenitsu, I mean, he is who he is in dub or sub. This is annoying as crap. I recommend, honestly, I do recommend the dub if you're going to see it for the first time. But if you're watching this video, you most likely have already seen it, so. Now, I really like the overall story. You have the Mugen Train, people have been going missing. The Demon Slayer Corps believes that demons are behind it, and so they send Rengoku and the 3 young Demon Slayers to go and deal with this and figure it out. This is the first time that we're seeing any type of innovation, technology within the Demon Slayer world, so that's pretty cool to see. It just kind of came to my mind that they're on a trip, they're on this journey to try and figure out who and what demon is behind all these missing persons cases, and then there's also this other element of them being in a dream. So then we get into the main demon of the story. I believe Rengoku and the other demon slayers, they recognize that there are some, demons in their presence, and so they slice and dice them up. And the conductor, he comes up and he punches their tickets, and he looks dead, basically. He looks very dead. And then we come to find out that in the punch cards was Enmu. They are a lower 1 demon. They infuse their blood into the ticket so that when the conductor punched the ticket, it would activate the blood art, which anyone who touched the ticket to sleep into a dream, right? Into a false reality. And this is where the story honestly really took an interesting turn for me. Here's when we get into like the emotion side of the story. I was really impressed with how they did this, especially Tanjiro's story. It showed him going back into the past where all his family members that had been slaughtered were alive. And as he was in this dream world, when he first got there, he was kind of, unsettled. He was like, whoa, what the heck is going on, right? What just happened? Then he sees his family. He starts crying. And one of the uncharacteristic things that he does is picks up a bag of wood that he carries on his back. He's like, okay, Nezuko, ready? And it's like, well, Nezuko's not there. That was a dream, right? And then as he begins to be with them, he begins to think that everything that he went through as a demon slayer was a dream itself. And so it was like, whoa, like, yo, that's crazy. Like, think about that. Imagine that being a dream, all the things Tanjiro has had to go through, seeing demons kill people. Imagine you dreamed all of that, what toll that would take on your mind. And so we start to see, as he is around his family, he starts to do things that are very uncharacteristic of someone that would have not experienced certain things, right? Because when we wake up from a dream, we tend to realize some inconsistencies. But Tanjiro, there are a lot of things that are not making sense to him, and there are a lot of things that he's remembering from this quote-unquote dream of being a demon slayer that feel almost too real to be false. Then the breaking point is when he goes to the river, gets a bucket of water, and sees his reflection, and his reflection literally drags him into the water and is like, yo, wake your ass up. And then you have Enmu's plan of having all those children, which I'm assuming have also had very horrific pasts, go into the minds of the 4 different demon slayers, destroy their soul. You know, each one has their different type of thing going on in their soul. So you have Rengoku, and he almost kills the girl. Like, he's so in tune with himself and his subconscious. And then you got, you know, Zenitsu, and his subconscious is literally pitch black, which makes sense, because every time my man falls asleep, he goes, you know what I'm saying, X Games mode. What was really cool to see was when the young boy went into Tanjiro's mind, everything was just bliss, peace, love, joy. There were even reincarnations of Tanjiro's soul, and they literally took him, the young boy, to Tanjiro's soul, even though the young was forced to go and destroy his soul. Most likely he sensed the boy's soul and the boy's grief. You know, he could empathize with that young boy. And then the one that almost took me out, I'm not gonna lie, this scene almost made me cry. Seriously. The scene where he's running away from his family, he's like, wait a minute, none of this is real. I need to get out of here. And he runs past and he sees Nezuko. He sees Nezuko and he can't even turn around. As much as he wants this for himself, it's not reality. Being happy with his family, the universe did not have that vision for him. And seeing him go through this ordeal of, I want to stay, but if I stay, your death would be meaningless. I mean, good God. Seeing his younger brother chase after him, screaming and crying, Tanjiro, why do you have to go? I almost bawled in that theater, man. We also got a glimpse into everyone else's dream. Now, Rengoku's not sure if that was his actual past or if that was a falsification of what happened, because everyone else's dreams were falsifications. So I'm not sure if what we saw was actually Rengoku's past, or was that a falsification of something that he wished he did. I'm not sure, but I would assume that it's a false dream of what actually happened. So, and then unfortunately we had to say goodbye to one of the coolest Hashiras that we know of right now. We had to say goodbye to Rengoku after he had to fight the upper 3 demon, which came out of nowhere, mind you. I don't exactly know why the upper 3 demon came. I'm not sure. I don't know if he was ordered to go, but he ended up there, so it was kind of a curveball, but it was cool to finally see an upper demon finally in some action. I mean, Rengoku, he fought his heart out, man. I mean, the guy's for real. He's for real. And no matter what, even given his dream where his father was not very impressed with him being a Hashira, even though his father was a previous Hashira, I'm still trying to figure out if that was an actual memory or if that was a dream. Based off of that, you know, he had so many opportunities to give up, but the memory of his late mother and the memory of his younger brother, and it was actually really cool to see, which is the future, and the future of the Demon Slayer Corps. And it was actually really cool to see that before Rengoku died, it was really cool to see that now Tanjiro is going to be able to meet up with Rengoku's brother. That was the next mission that Rengoku had set for the 3 young Demon Slayers. Knowing that we'll still be able to have a piece of Rengoku with us throughout the story is honestly really cool. You know what I'm saying? Slay in peace. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're going with. Slay in peace, Rengoku. Let's get into the animation though. That animation went stupid. Are you kidding me? Bro, animation, I can understand why Demon Slayer won like new anime of the year. I think it won new anime of the year, right? Yeah, it won anime of the year. Wow, so it won anime of the year and Funimation is anime of the decade. That's nuts. And I can honestly understand the justification behind it. The storytelling is really good, but the animation is really what sets it apart. I mean, one of the most fire animations, seeing Rengoku and Akaza go at it, that was so dope, man. The vibrance of the colors, absolutely phenomenal. And also, one of the craziest things about this whole story is the fact that Tanjiro, my man literally had to keep killing himself. In his dream, he literally had to stay aware enough to kill himself, come back, back and continue fighting and then do it over again. And then do it over and over and over and over again. And it came to a point during the fight when Enmu had essentially become the whole train. When they were trying to cut Enmu at the neck, preemptively, he kept killing himself in his dream, until it came to a point where he almost killed himself in real life. But thank God Inosuke was able to save him. But lastly, it really is interesting that whenever Tanjiro, whenever something really big is about to go down, Tanjiro's hurt. And I guess that's going to be a going theme throughout the anime, I assume. But it's just a shame. Like, think about it for a second. The one thing that really annoyed me was the fact that Tanjiro got hurt because of a stab wound from the conductor. The conductor? You're telling me this whole time this guy was fighting a very strong demon and he gets hurt because he tries to save Inosuke? Like, come on, bro. You're for real, bro? For real? That's kind of, I don't want to say lazy writing. I don't want to say that because I don't think it necessarily is. But listen, man, if the shoe fits, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say. But overall, I really, really, really enjoyed this movie. I'm going to most likely watch it again. I might watch it again in sub. But let me know your guys' thoughts overall. What were your pros? What were your cons? What were things you would have done different? And just let me know your overall thoughts down in the comments. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all a lot, man. So hey man, so if you enjoyed this, man, let me know down in the comments. Leave a like and I'll see you guys on the next video. Tejidotcom out.